Hello, all you tiny people that live in my computer. My name's Fynn, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about The Hobbit. Huge shout out to my roommate for forcing me to watch the movies. In the near 20 years that I've been on this planet, I haven't seen them. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings, haven't seen The Hobbit, haven't. My only experiences with that series have been the 2003 Hobbit video game, which I used to speedrun, and the Lego Lord of the Rings, which I played for maybe an hour. So I haven't at any point had any experiences with this series, and going into it blind was really fun. There were certain things that I had already seen before in memes or whatever, but for the most part, I got to go into it without knowing anything. I got to go into it making theories, and I got to go into it expecting fun, and I got that. I have not seen all of Lord of the Rings yet. We have watched Lord of the Rings 1. We're watching 2 either today or tomorrow, depending on work stuff. And I'm excited for that, but I have watched the 3 Hobbit movies, and I have some thoughts. I fucking love Bilbo Baggins. Bilbo is maybe one of my favorite characters ever. I fucking love him so very much. I love, 99% of the stuff he does and says makes me happy. Hey, baby. I absolutely adore that character. Both of the actors, the guy who plays the younger version and the guy who plays the older version, both of them are tremendous. And I felt very connected to the character in a way that I don't typically feel connected to main characters. I'm somebody who very much enjoys, secondary and side characters a lot more than your, titular protagonist. So the love I have for Bilbo is special in a way, and I very much enjoyed that. Going in, I expected Gandalf to be a lot more of a MacGuffin. I expected him and his magic to be a lot more of a big deal. And then in the 3 Hobbit movies, he does, I don't know, fucking 3 magical things, and I think that's really funny. I love the dwarves. I think they're super fun. Balin was my favorite. I love that fucker. My theory on Thorin would be that he would become a bad guy, which does happen. Spoilers for a fucking 80-year-old book, and a 20-year-old, 10-year-old movie and 20-year-old movies. But I expected him to be a bad guy, and then I expected him to turn into a big stinking bad guy that would be important later. That did not happen. I enjoyed his character arc. I loved Benedict Cumberbatch as Smaug. I thought that was super fucking cool. I enjoyed pretty much all of the acting. I think the mixes of special effects and practical effects were really fucking good. The soundtrack was tremendous. All of the backdrops were beautiful. I think, for the most part, I don't have too many complaints. I wish that Gollum showed up a little bit more. I wish that he, chased them a little bit longer than what he did. I'm sure he'll be in Lord of the Rings, more. The cats are tweaking, Stop trying to eat my Pop-Tart, sir. I liked pretty much everywhere the story went. The only complaints I really had is that the 3rd movie felt stretched in a way. It kind of felt like it could have been 2 movies in a way. It didn't need to be 3. And apparently that's a consensus that a lot of people agree with. And I've started reading the book. I'm not that far in. I'm like fucking 15 pages into it. Right? No, 14. I see. I'm not super into the book yet, but I am reading it, and I am going to compare the book to the movies. Um, but I have genuinely really enjoyed The Hobbit. Um, at some point, me and my roommate are gonna play through the Lego Hobbit, and then after we do Lord of the Rings, we'll play through that. Um, moving into Lord of the Rings, I have a couple theories. I have not seen Lord of the Rings 2, and I have not seen Lord of the Rings 3. All I've seen is Fellowship of the Ring. So if I get anything right, shouts out to me. If I get stuff wrong, fuck me. So to begin, I think Gandalf is either not actually dead or like a clone or some shit because I feel like with all the memes and stuff of Gandalf, he can't actually be dead. Um and then there was one meme that's pretty old and it has made me like tweak a little after Gandalf like falling. It's the fucking it's like Undertale or Deltarune meme and it's humans, monsters, Gandalf the Grey, Gandalf the White, Monty Python, and the Holy Grail's Black Knight, and then it keeps going. And I'm like, why is there two Gandalfs in that? What's the point? Is is it a thing where he's not dead and he comes back, or is it a thing that Gandalf in The Hobbit is one thing and in the Lord of the Rings he's another? I don't I don't know what that is. Um, I have a theory that Legolas is going to continue to be badass every time he's on screen. Um, I have a theory that okay, in Hobbit, Bilbo is the main character, but he's not really the main character of the story. Like in the book, he's our protag, but the story is really that of the dwarves, and the main character is really Thorin in a way. And I think in Lord of the Rings it's gonna be similar. One sec. One sec. I think similar to Bilbo being the main character but not really the protagonist. Or wait, no, the protagonist but not the main character. I think that Frodo's gonna be our protag. However, the main character is gonna be Aragorn. Is that how you say his name? I think that's how you say his name. I don't remember. Yeah, it's been a few days since I watched Fellowship of the Ring. I feel like he's gonna be our like main character. I feel like he's gonna be more of like the chosen one character. However, I think Frodo's still gonna be our like protag and our driving force. Hi, Kitty. Um, I I feel like Gollum has to have a bigger impact in Lord of the Rings because I've seen a lot of memes and stuff of him. But then in Hobbit, he shows up like once, so I'm expecting to see him more. Hi, Kitty. Um, Bubba, no! Hey, you're okay. It's okay, Bubba. It's okay. Oh, poor baby. He tried to jump from behind the camera, like to the side, and just failed. Poor guy. Oh, now he's laying on his little banana toy. Poor baby. Um, I feel like, what's his name? Sauron? Yeah, the big eye fucker. I think, I think the I didn't say spoilers at the beginning of the video, but spoilers, obviously, for this fucking 80-year-old book and this 20-year-old film series. Um, what was I saying? Oh, I think Sauron, like the big eye tower, I think that's gonna happen on the building where, what's his name? One moment, I've got to relearn a name. There's a building that Saruman is in. So, is it Saruman or Saruman? I don't know. Saruman, I guess, is in this building, and it's where he meets with the other wizards and stuff, and then It's where he like closes the doors on Gandalf, like that. I knew that had to happen because of memes. It's kind of why my theory was he would be a bad guy, and I was right. I feel like that building is going to be the tower that the eyeball is on, because I've seen Sauron as an eyeball. I've seen that. I also would assume we have to get a big fight scene with him in like a physical body or something. So who knows what that'll be. I think Frodo's gonna die. I don't know for sure, but I don't know how. But I feel like maybe it's a thing where it's gonna get to, what's the mountain called? Doom? I think it's Mount Doom. The place they're going to take the ring. I feel like what's gonna happen is he's gonna get there, and then he's gonna fight Gollum, and then they're both gonna like tumble down into the lava or whatever. I don't know for sure, but that's my assumption. I think they're just gonna go down, and then I think Sam's gonna be up there crying like a baby, and then the ending would be Sam like going to Bilbo and explaining what happened or something. But I don't know. I also think we have to get another big war thing, right? Because Hobbit 3 ends with like the big battle of all the different kingdoms. I feel like that has to happen again, but with a little bit more unity. Also, I know that Gimli and Legolas have to become friends because of that one meme. It's I don't know what the actual quote is, but I know the meme of like, "Hi baby, hi Bubba." Here, I'll move that for you. You can go back there. It's the meme that's like, "Never thought I'd die with a girlfriend," and then it's Legolas being like, "How about just a friend? how about just being friends?" Or however that meme goes. So that scene has to happen. And other than that, I kind of just am in the dark. There's a lot of memes I know about, and then I know Gollum has to show up because I haven't his actual face hasn't been visible in Lord of the Rings yet. That, and I feel like there's like something missing. I don't know what, but I feel like I remember baby. I feel like I remember there being a meme of like all of them fighting one big fucker, and I don't know who the big fucker is, so I'm waiting on that. But you know, as it comes, I will learn. So I will continue reading this. Similarly, I will be watching Lord of the Rings 2 and 3 over the next few days with my roommate. And then I will be reading the Lord of the Rings books, which apparently are really fucking long. So that's cool. Speaking of long, these movies are long as shit, dude. People sit down and watch all of these, like every year they'd be watching all of the Lord of the Rings movies. That's fucking crazy. Maybe I'll turn into one of those. I don't know, but damn. I've been told, and by like looking shit up, apparently Lord of the Rings is like everyone likes that, and people don't like Hobbit nearly as much. So far, I have liked Hobbit more than Lord of the Rings. I still need to watch 2 and 3 of Lord of the Rings, but like Hobbit 1 versus Lord of the Rings 1, Hobbit 1, 100%. I just love that movie so goddamn much. Hobbit 2 I like more than Lord of the Rings. Hobbit 3, no. I like it, not as much. Currently my ratings would be Hobbit 1, Hobbit 2, Lord of the Rings 1, Hobbit 3. And then we'll see where Lord of the Rings 2 and 3 fit in there. Hopefully I like them. I would really like to. So far I've had a lot of fun. I've enjoyed the series. I've enjoyed the characters. The acting's really fun. And so far I haven't had too many, like, complaints about, like, the story being weird or whatever. So far it's all been really fun. So I guess when I get all of the movies watched, maybe also when I'm done reading, I'll make another video talking about it. But yeah, that's about it for today. If you watched this far in, who's your favorite Lord of the Rings Hobbit character? And what are your thoughts on the films? preferably not spoiling Lord of the Rings 2 and 3 until the next video, because I do be reading all the comments and such, and that would suck to be spoiled. But thank you guys so much for all your time. Thank you for your support. I love you guys, and I cannot wait to make more stuff for you. Bye-bye.